Hello guys, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use Visual Studio and how to make your first application. So, start by opening Visual Studio. For some technical problems I had to downgrade to 2015, but it's still fine. Nothing much changed. So anyway, start Visual Studio, wait a second. It takes quite a bit to start depending on your system. You'll find something similar to this. Just click on New Project, or it'll be Create a New Project in Visual Studio 2019 or 2022, depending on your version. Once you've done that, you can select your programming language, and it's made out of templates actually. You can see some pre-installed templates, like Visual C#, Visual Basic, Visual C++. We're going to be using Visual Basic as it's the most easy for beginners. Select Windows Form application, or if it's Windows Form application like .NET Framework in brackets, it's still okay. Name your application. You might need to click Next if you're on the newer versions. So, name your application. I'm going to call this Test. Okay. Click OK. Creating Project Test. So now go to Toolbox. So you can see all this list of tools. This is your main window of your application. How big should it be when you start it? I'll show you. So this is it right now. Click Start to start your application. You can see that this is it. Okay. So you can close out, and yeah, you can see if I resize it, it'll resize even on screen. So that's what that is for. As you saw from the title, I'll show you how to make a simple message box. Here let's put a button which says click me button. You can just type that in and click anywhere, and here's your button. You can resize this. Okay, so this is your button. You can put your text as, I don't know, click me. There we go. So that's our button. Now it's saying click me. You can even scroll down and change the name. This will be useful for when you're coding. You know what it's called. I'll just call it Test. Okay, so that's done. You can change the back color. It's called back color here, but it's a background color, you see. That's what it really is. I'll leave it like that. Anything will do here. Okay, you can change the flat appearance, the border color. You can turn it to 0, and 0 it means no border at all. Mouse down back color, when you press on the button, it'll make this color. So I usually like to make it black. And then the hover, which is the over property, you can change that to your preferred color. I'm gonna do this yellow, but I will do. Okay. And you can change the full color, which is basically the text or anything in the foreground, to white. Let me just select a good color from here. So that's looking good right now. To start coding, double click on the form, and then you can double click on the click me button. And then let's start coding now. This is test underscore click, so this means when the test button gets clicked, it'll execute this code. So the code for a message box is message box dot show. Okay, then type round brackets and some quotation marks, and you click the button. There's another property you can use, but I'll show that later. Click start. Look at this. You click the button. That works. Oh, by the way guys, if you want to use the flat appearance, you have to change flat style to say flat. There we go. So that will work. Now that's done, and you can just change it to MSG box style. Oops. Always press tab, not enter. Dot. There's critical, there's information, exclamation. We'll go over these. Let's go over critical. And apparently that's the first error. Cannot be called without a narrowing conversation. Now I've figured out the error. So this was the wrong method to give it. So I changed it from message box dot show, and I changed it to MSG box. Okay, then you can even give it a title like subscribe. Okay, so let's start it. You see, there's subscribe at the top and it says you clicked the button. Okay, now that we've got that covered, we can move on to adding icons to our program. So let's scroll down, make sure we've got form 1 selected to get our icon, and make sure it's a .ico file. If it's not a .ico, we can convert it. Here's how. Find any converter online, PNG to ICO, converter, get the first one that comes out, drag your image in, click convert, download, yes, download it there, that's fine. Go back to Visual Studio and you can go back to your downloads and select it. So there are two icons, the one here on the top left, as you can see, and the other one here, which you can select if you want, but yeah, go to debug, then click properties, and then click application, then go to icon, click browse, and then find your icon in here, select it, click start. As you can see, it's been imported. Okay, that's the next step. Then we want to change the title at the top, and let's customize the top a bit. Right here, select your form, like your actual program, not the button or any other element. Go to text, and you can just change this text to test. Let's do that. Click start, and you can see our test text is coming out. Now there are different types of modes here that you can select. Let me show you. Like these maximize and minimize buttons and this actual menu, you can change it if you want. There are different ones, and it's here, form border style. There's sizable, fixed tool window, as you can see. Next there's sizable tool window. Like the difference is that with fixed, you can't resize it or anything, you can't change it at all. But with sizable, you can resize it. So next is none at all. You can even have none. Like if you want to add your own icons, you can select none, which we're going to cover in this video too. Like let's add our own icons. Get 3 buttons, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I actually recommend making 1 button and then aligning it all the way to the top. Then the text is the X. Let's type X here, resize it a bit, it's like an icon. There we go. Then you can copy, that's why I said to copy and paste it, so they're all the same size. Copy, paste and paste, X, and then go here. This will be plus and this will be minus. Plus, oops, plus, and then minus. Okay, so you can even change the font. I'm gonna do that font. Let's change it to bold and let's make it 16. I think that's too big, so let's make it 14. So 10 works. So that's all our buttons done. Here you can save this. Make sure to save it. Then click the X, click the plus, and click the minus. So yeah, you can even rename it by going here. I forgot to mention, but yeah, okay. Next, you see I've made it confusing now because they don't rename them. That's why you always rename your objects in code, okay? Don't make my mistake. So the first one is me dot close. It's that simple and straightforward. The other one is me dot Windows state equals for Windows state dot maximized, we said, and there we go. That's maximized. Then here you can just copy and paste it and change it to minimized. Next, I think we want to make these buttons like a restore button, like we put it back to the normal size. So close out of your program and then go here, copy this and paste it, and we can call it R. There's a special character, but I'm not gonna use it. Then put the R on top of the plus, right click and click send to back. Now here, let's rename it before we forget. So this is the, okay, here it is, restore. Okay, here is max, and here is min. Give these simple code so it's not too hard to type, and then click here. We can call it, what should we call it? Close. There we go. Keep it as simple as possible. You want to get your R here, then drag your plus on top of the R. Okay, once you click the plus, which is this, the button B, you want to make the restore button bring to front. Okay, bring to front, and once this is done, you want to do max dot bring to front, and okay, and then type me dot Windows state equals Windows state dot normal. Okay, so that's our restore button done, and as always there's an error, me dot close. Oh, I see. Maybe we should, it basically can't understand what close we want, like the script to close the program or the button called close. So what we want to do here is name it close to, so they don't conflict. No, me.close here. There we go. Click start. And look, there's a maximize, a restore, minimize, and there's an X. Okay, so next we want to do some basic stuff with labels. Here let's, what's your name, and then let's make a text box. So type that in, text box, please enter your name. So now what you want to do is, let's call this the name text. I'm not creative with names, okay? And here the name text box. Make sure that's nice and aligned, and then let's make another button, submit, I guess. Submit. The name is gonna be submit, and the text is gonna be submit. So let's just start coding this. So double click all of them so we know what we're doing here. So submit underscore click. It's name text, we had called it. Name text dot text equals name text box dot text. It's that simple. Okay, so once this is done, we can start it and test it. Please enter your name, clear this out. Also do it that when you click it, it'll clear the whole text box for you. Anyway, I'll enter my name, Robert, click submit, and that's not all, because we want to say hello Robert, not just Robert. So what you want to do here is write some quotation marks, hello, comma, and then space, and then write plus, and then the name text box dot text. Robert. Hello, Robert. We can even do one more, like a dot here, or an exclamation mark, just to make it a bit more fancy. Okay. So next we want to make it so that when you click this, so not text changed, go here and select underscore click name text box dot clear. Okay. There. So let's try it. You see, it's gone. What we're gonna do now is click the form, name it, and then call it your test. Okay, that can be valid. Okay, Control S, go here, name it YT test. Okay, that will just change all the codes to become YT test, because there we go. Okay, so that's done. I don't know why that ever keeps happening, but okay. But once that's done, we want to go to the path where we've exported it. So what do you want to do next is go up here, go to build, and click build solution. And once that's done, it should start building the whole project that we've made. Or we can just like copy this path, just copy it up here, not the yttest.bb. And copy it, go to File Explorer and paste it in here. Go to bin, go to debug, and here's your test.exe. So, this is the end of the video, guys. If you liked the video, consider leaving a like. If you found it useful, make sure to share it with your friends. And subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. And I'll see you.